towards my goal, which at this point I would honestly just be thrilled to get down under 220. But I'm just fluctuating back and forth right at that line where I know that the next shit I take, I'm gonna be under 220, but then I'm gonna have a heavy meal and a a big cup of water, and then that's gonna push me back over, and oh, it's just so fucking frustrating. I don't know. Dieting sucks. Makes food taste delicious though. Everything you eat just tastes fantastic because you're starving all the time. At least that's how I feel. I feel like I'm starving all the time. Thinking about food, it's just like I gotta stop. I can't think about food. Writing though, I've been keeping on top of that. Writing every single day without fail. Have not missed a day yet. Have not missed my minimum at all yet. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm just crossing the 300 page mark right now, and I finally got to the first encounter with the antagonist of the story of the first book anyway. And so yeah, I'm guessing I'm probably gonna end up clocking this book in at around 1,000 pages, and then I'm going to have to immediately slash 500 pages off of it just to get it down to a rewritable length. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the second, maybe now that I've crossed that threshold of finally getting things going, maybe now it'll pick up and it'll resolve quickly. But I mean, the first book I think is, I don't exactly have it planned out on a day-by-day basis, but it's supposed to take place over a period of about 7 to 10 days, and I haven't even gotten through the first day yet, and I'm on page 300, so God willing, I'll figure out a way to make this thing move a little faster. But I'm, just keep cracking at it every day, and I'm getting comfortable with not having to have every last word be perfect, just knowing that I'm going to be able to come back and rewrite it later and fix it, make it what I want it to be. So that's comforting and reassuring. I was lucky enough to sit in on a Q&A session with Joyce Carol Oates, the writer who I'm sure many of you are familiar with, and then I'm sure that some of you, as I was before I heard about this thing, are not familiar with. I knew her by name, but I couldn't associate any work with her, although I had read some of her work. But she's a very good writer and very prolific. But she had some really great things to say about writing young adult fiction, which this story could be classified as, this story I'm writing. That just completely changed the way I know that I'm going to approach my rewrite, which is great. It's really encouraging to know that I have a much clearer vision of how I want to rewrite the story when I get to that point, which I'm not at in any way, shape, or form. I'm probably 3 years out from a rewrite, but it's good to know that when I get to that point, I will have I have a clearer perspective on how to go about it. So I don't have to stress over this first draft. I can just work my way through it and, work my way into books 2 and 3, and then, just let it be what it is and fix it when the time comes, and not worry about getting it perfect right now. I'm rambling on about that, but that's kind of what consumes my everyday. My everyday life is just, thinking about, oh, what am I going to write today? And then, always having it looming over my head. It's simultaneously exhilarating and depressing. It feels great when I've written something that I can feel good about, and then it feels terrible when I think about how much more I have to write before I'm really anywhere at all in this thing. So, that's just kind of where things stand. Sorry for taking so long to get this up to anybody who was waiting for it. Maybe there are 3 of you out there who are actually excited to see the next thing I had to present, but here it is, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.